And now back to the story we first told you about only on NBC4. A woman suing two former Vice officers is talking about being in the middle of the alleged retaliation between the bar and those two officers.
She says it's ruined her life. NBC4's Tyler Beckham talked to her exclusively and has that story.
Yeah, guys, Carla Hoover's her name. She worked for Kahoots until about a year ago. Whitney Lancaster and Stephen Rosser worked undercover in the bar, and according to the lawyer filing a federal lawsuit, the two threatened to shut down the bar if they didn't hire back a former employee. Hoover says she and the 5 other ladies named in the lawsuit were caught in the middle and are paying the price.
It's ruined my name, it's ruined my reputation. Everyone knows who I am now because of this.
Carla Hoover is one of 6 Kahoots strip club employees suing Columbus police officers who previously worked in the disbanded Vice unit, Whitney Lancaster and Stephen Rosser. Hoover and the federal lawsuit filed by her attorney allege she was unfairly targeted by Rosser and Lancaster because of a beef they had with Kahoots owners over a bouncer the club fired.
Rosser and the bouncer have known each other for a while. We ended up firing the bouncer. Because of that, Rosser got involved.
The lawsuit alleges sometime in October 2017, Rosser threatened Kahoots owners that he'd, quote, file a bunch of tickets if they didn't rehire that bouncer. The following month, Hoover says she received a citation via certified letter for allegedly violating the city's no-touching law on October 27th during a $40 lap dance with Rosser. Problem is, she says, she wasn't even working that day.
There's no way I would get anything like this.
And the citation said that you performed this lap dance with Stephen Rosser on October 27th.
That's correct.
And?
I wasn't there. I was at home.
Soon, Hoover claims she received a second additional citation, claiming she'd broken the same law October 28th.
They changed the date because they knew I wasn't there.
Hoover fought the charges, which she says were dismissed. NBC4 verified those charges were dismissed via online records for Franklin County's municipal court. Though the charges were dropped, Hoover says her days as a dancer in Ohio are over.
I can't work anywhere dancing-wise in the state of Ohio. When I do go out of state, they question me about it. I have had jobs turned down because of it.
Now, once again, like the other days, guys, I reached out to the city attorney's office. As you know, I mean, they would normally represent officers in a case like this. But again, I was told Zach Klein's office hasn't made that determination yet.
A lot of questions here still, especially about that bouncer at the center of this. Has he said anything about this?
A lot of players involved, right? It's almost like something out of a TV show. He's represented now by an attorney. I've spoken to his attorney. He tells me pretty much the bouncer's laying low at this point, that he feels pretty much just caught in the middle. I can also tell you there are questions about the validity of that community liaison program. You remember that Rosser cited, according to the lawsuit, to Kahoots owners in his efforts to try to get that bouncer rehired. So a lot of layers to this thing.
And that bouncer is kind of at the center of this entire lawsuit, isn't he?
He supposedly is and feels that way as well, according to his lawyer.
Okay, thanks so much.
Thanks, guys.